What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today we're going to talk to you about Faraday Future. I want to go over some of the current data points, break it down on what came out from the company itself, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. Starting off, Faraday is down 6.44%, 21.8 million shares being traded, 179 is the average. So today is going to be a little bit low for the volume today. There's been no official news from Faraday whatsoever. So last news came out on June the 27th. There was something that did come out unofficially though. I'll talk on that in a second. I still do feel, even though there's been no documents submitted to the SEC, there will be that disclosure today of when the shareholder meeting is going to be. And typically my reasoning is a lot of companies submit negative pieces of documentation after hours on Friday. So it kind of lessens the blow a little bit. So in my opinion, that is going to be submitted today because, as I brought up, in order for them to do the reverse stock split, if they do have to do it, has to be by August the 2nd. And they have to give shareholders roughly around 7 days for the whole shareholder meeting in order to vote and stuff like that. So the kind of window is narrowing. So it does have to be done sooner rather than later. So like I said, it should, well, logically, it would probably be submitted after hours today. So we'll just have to wait and see. But unofficially, there was this that was posted. So 𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗧 did post this on LinkedIn. And this is one of my negatives about Faraday, is them posting everywhere. LinkedIn, Twitter, or X now, YouTube, it's like all over the place. And there was this that was posted, a lot of people saying that this is nothing and whatever else, but 𝗪𝗧𝗧𝗛 did say that I had a very productive couple of days in, I'm not going to say that place and butcher it, but we viewed potential sites and the team visited potential equipment suppliers. Good learning, everything we need to start can be purchased locally, which is completely very accurate, like everything is there. And so when it comes down to this, he says a couple other things, but I think the main part is this, that they're looking at potential sites. So yes, this actually is very, very positive. And some people are saying that it's nothing. I think Faraday is laying the foundation down for something big to come, but at the same time, you need it to be official. And one thing that a lot of people might not realize is that this technically is official, given his role as the global CEO. And there's some companies that actually do post a disclaimer on their earnings, and it clearly states every piece of news like that is not from Faraday or whatever company's official social media, such as Twitter, YouTube, it is deemed as not vetted. So Faraday doesn't have that disclaimer. So this technically, again, given his role, can be seen as official. So that's just my viewpoint on that. So I don't think Faraday's lawyers would be that stupid to allow him to put this out, knowing the potential kind of backlash if this doesn't come to fruition. So yeah, I think in essence, this definitely can be seen as positive official news somewhat, even though it's not official mainstreams and whatever is just on LinkedIn. But given his role, like, you can see this as like credible, and you can take that with a grain of salt, of course. Some people might not agree to that, but again, if nothing comes from this, then I feel like this could really prompt some lawsuits against Faraday for misleading investors. So it's definitely, this is good. Moving on though, looking at shorts, they're very, very active. So they did double down first thing to really kill the momentum. They started to return some shares as what they typically do, but net amount, they are increasing around 325,000 shares, and 6.94% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 30.35 million shares overall being shorted, and then utilization 64.54%. So shorts are, I think, just doubling down on the lack of official news, and same goes for this. You guys know by now that I like to follow what big institutions and big money, what they do, and as of late they've been selling. So there was one transaction for 224,000 today, and regrettably it was a sell. So institutions are slowly getting out, even though they don't necessarily own majority of the float. Still, it's not really what investors want to see. I want to see that institutions cannot stop buying enough because of the potential good news or the potential for the company, right? Because I think just right now, people, so not to pin this as a negative or anything, but there's been several other EVs that kind of aren't necessarily in a good position that have said the exact same thing. More notably, for those of you that did follow Fisker CEO said the exact same thing. So they said that they had money coming from, first it was, I think, supposedly Nissan, large OEMs. Then he started to move to the Middle East, that Middle East was going to be doing some partnership. And then he finally just gave up and just said, like, we're looking for anyone to partner with us. So yes, I like to be somewhat trusting. So I feel like 𝗪𝗧𝗧 is being open and honest, but at the end of the day, like, he needs to follow through with this and provide something official in writing, like some sort of agreement showing X amount of money is being given to Faraday on blah, blah, blah. Because as I said in my video a couple of days ago, which some people didn't like because some people saw it as FUD, but they do need this deal like ASAP. So definitely it is a must. So 𝗪𝗧𝗧 does need to get some stuff going fast, even though he did say exciting weeks and months to come. I will keep you all posted. I disagree. I don't think months is the right thing to say, but I don't know. What do I know, right? I am not a financial advisor. Looking briefly at options, 51,000 in calls, 97,000 in puts. Very evenly divided on the sentiment though, but with shorts increasing, they're obviously just hedging to some regard as well. This is the current open interest for the call options. Like I've said in the past, market makers and shorts do have a financial interest in pushing Faraday below 50 cents, thus causing all of this right here to expire worthless. So currently 39,000 in open interest at that 50-cent strike price, and then 23,000 at that one. So yeah, I think Faraday is definitely a very interesting stock. Even though it does go down, it's one of those unique momentum plays that if there is that deal that is announced, the UAE deal, then Faraday is going to FOMO like a crazy person. So once again, there's a lot of different things at play. I think definitely Faraday is not a hole-in-one kind of stock. There is a lot of risks involved, and you definitely do need to realize that. But still, do your guys' own due diligence at the end of the day. So let me know your thoughts on Faraday. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And one final thing, take advantage of this promo. Simply sign up for a new account, throw $100 at it, and they give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Kick-ass deal. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.